"Ma'am, your eggs," he shouted,
No,
lunging
look, they're
forward just
completely
in time to
fine.
stop the carton from exploding on the
Wow,
concrete.
we got
She
lucky.
froze, heels skidding
Careful, this
slightly,
bag is ripping
shopping
too.
bags
Okay, I
giving
got
way,
it. What
and
about
before
these
she could
eggs?
say a word, he was already crouched down,
Half of them are
scooping up
gone. What a
soup cans
mess.
like he'd done it 100 times. She looked like she belonged on a magazine cover, curves that caught every eye, lips that didn't need words, and oversized sunglasses hiding everything else. But there was nothing elegant about her breathless panic as groceries tumbled everywhere. "I'm fine," she snapped, her voice sharp as glass, but the way her fingers shook told another story. "Didn't ask," he muttered, setting the last can back in place with quiet calm. His hoodie was sun-faded, jeans worn through at the knees, and the little girl holding tightly to his arm had a doll that had clearly seen better days. They weren't thriving, but surviving, and yet his tired smile never faltered. That should have been the end of it, one awkward moment between strangers, but luck, or something more, had other plans. Just 3 days later, they crossed paths again, same parking lot, different kind of mess. She was at the pharmacy, tapping furiously on her phone, frustration all over her face. He stood a few feet behind, holding cold meds and balancing a sleepy child on his hip. When she turned and saw him, she sighed. Seriously, he grinned. "Guess I'm your shadow now. Don't worry, I left my cape at home today." For the first time, her lips curved. After that, it became a pattern. Random run-ins at the daycare, the produce aisle, once even the laundromat. And slowly, sarcasm became banter, banter became comfort, and she began letting him in. He was Jake, a widower raising his daughter alone, juggling 2 jobs and memories that still hurt. She said her name was Ava, but never offered more. She deflected personal questions with a joke or a smirk. Then came the night the skies opened. He was walking Lily home, soaked and shivering, his jacket draped over her small frame. She didn't think, just pulled up and unlocked the car. "Get in," she said, no room for argument. Jake hesitated, pride warring with worry, but Lily whimpered, and the choice was made. The car ride was quiet, until Lily coughed, and Ava reached back to fix her hair gently. That single touch broke the ice. After that came coffee, then longer talks, and dinners that sometimes burned. Grocery trips, where nothing hit the pavement. She laughed like she hadn't in ages. He never treated her like a fantasy, only as herself, but she held a truth too big to ignore. Her name wasn't Ava, it was Miranda Cole. The Miranda Cole, a former Hollywood darling, the face behind 1,000 headlines, gone silent after betrayal, and collapse sent her spiraling. She had vanished from the world, changed her look, and started hiding in plain sight. Jake never recognized her, and the thought of being found terrified her. But that day came. One quiet evening after Lily was asleep, Miranda stood in his kitchen ready to confess it all, when flashing lights poured through the windows. Paparazzi. The secret was out. Within seconds, everything fell apart. Jake stared at her like he no longer knew who she was. "Who are you?" he asked, his voice full of disbelief. She tried to explain how she never meant to deceive him, how with him she had felt seen, but nothing landed. His world had been invaded. His daughter's face splashed across gossip sites, and the woman he had let in had come with cameras and chaos. He walked away. Weeks turned into months. Silence followed. Miranda didn't disappear again, but this time she stepped forward. She wrote her truth. A memoir titled Becoming Real hit shelves and took the world by storm. It wasn't glamour, it was grit. It was pain, healing, and the quiet strength of a man who never wanted the spotlight. Jake read it cover to cover. He cried for the girl beneath the fame. And then, one breezy afternoon, he walked into the coffee shop they used to love. And there she was, no filters, no flash. Just Miranda, hair pulled back, apron on, pouring lattes like any other worker. She looked up unsure, her voice soft. "Thought I'd try reality for once," she said. Lily ran to her without hesitation. Jake followed. No need for explanations. That evening, there was no talk of tabloids or names in lights, just groceries, laughter, and the bedtime stories they'd once shared. Because some of the strongest love stories begin with broken eggs and end with finally being seen for who you are. Seen for who you are.